Damn, Angel. Damn. Jag the game at the free throw line, man. It's a lot of controversy going on in Chicago. The Sky fans are blaming Tyler Marsh for Angel Reese losing the game at the free throw line and ruining the Chicago Sky's chances of really cutting the lead down to 1 and giving themselves a chance to keep playing and try to get an upset in Phoenix. Angel played a hell of a game, 15 points, 20 rebounds. We cannot poo-poo.
Angel Reese just turned a basketball game into a blooper reel. And now Sky fans are pointing fingers faster than toddlers with cookie crumbs on their faces. The coach is getting roasted. The excuses are piling up. And suddenly, everyone's pretending WNBA viewership is bigger than the Super Bowl just to compete with Caitlin Clark's spotlight. Buckle up, because this meltdown has more drama than reality TV. And yes, the fake numbers are funnier than the actual score.
Angel Reese is at the bottom of the pick and roll shot attempts list, and it kind of makes sense if you really watch. So on her first game back from injury, somebody interviewed her and asked her, what do you think about Uzan joining the team? Has that changed things? And she said, hopefully I'll get more pick and roll touches. Unfortunately, that just hasn't happened. And it's more so, in my opinion, that she's just not getting that play called for her. It's not something that the team is running. Pick and rolls for Angel is not happening. So there is a list. My guy Trendy put it out. I know a lot of people, Trendy is controversial, but Trendy does, you look at his stats, when he posts stats, they'll be right. And so he put out a list of the top pick and roll shot attempts for front court players, and Angel wasn't even anywhere.
Angel Reese had the basketball in her hands, the crowd buzzing, the game in reach, and then boom. What followed wasn't a clutch moment, wasn't a highlight reel play, wasn't even a decent attempt at salvaging the situation. It was the kind of collapse that makes you double-check the box score and wonder if you accidentally watched a parody skit instead of an actual professional game.
Choke the game away at the free throw line, and the fans are blaming Tyler Marsh. We got all the Sky fans crashing out. They crashing out blaming the coach because Angel Reese missed a free throw at the end of a game. Let's take a look at what's going on. We have Chicago Sky fans blaming Tyler Marsh.
The kind of choke where even fans who bought courtside tickets start looking for the emergency exit because they can't bear to watch the disaster unfold. This wasn't just a missed shot or a bad possession. It was an unravel.
Angel Reese has made her triumphant return from a back injury. That's right, a back injury. Yeah, absolutely, that she had suffered at some point that we don't exactly know at what point she suffered said back injury. Well, it didn't take long for the Chicago Sky as an organization to get back to what it is they do best, which is the diabolical celebration of Angel Reese's double-doubles in lawsuit.
Angel Reese's double-doubles in lawsuit. And then, predictably, the fun began. Because when a player implodes like that, fans don't just sit quietly and accept reality. Oh no, they launch a full-scale investigation complete with finger-pointing, conspiracy theories, and excuses stacked higher than Angel's lashes. The first
Angel only leading Natasha is wild. So let's look at the list. And I know some people might say, well, Angel was injured for a good portion of the season. So was some people on this list. Who was injured? Fee missed 3 weeks, almost a month time. Miller was gone playing in Eurobasket. Shakira missed a lot of time. Dominique does not play that much. I mean, she's playing more now, but during the beginning of the season, who else is on this list that missed some time? E. Will was on this list. That is shocking. So we get pick and rolls for E. Will, and we get pick and rolls for Camilla, but Angel is, again, second to worst.
No, it must be the rotations. It must be the play calling. It must be the coach's inability to unlock the full mythical potential of Angel Reese. Never mind that she had the ball in her hands. Never mind that the opportunities were there. According to Sky fans, this wasn't a joke. It was sabotaged by the clipboard brigade. Social media exploded with theories so wild you'd think we were talking about a government cover-up, not a WNBA game. Apparently,
the day I saw a statistic, this would have been prior to this loss, that there were something like 15 and 31 when she gets a double-double. You over 15 games under 500 when she gets a double-double. Y'all out here celebrating this? I'd be embarrassed as a mother bleeper. I'd be embarrassed as hell. And of course, Angel Reese last night, she was deep in her bag. Woo-wee! I mean, brought a backpack with her. Put it down, started reaching in it, and pulling out the whiffs. Let me tell you, yikes.
Meanwhile, Reese's big viral moment is choking when it mattered most. It's like a split screen. On one side, Caitlin Clark hitting deep threes, shattering attendance records, and redefining what marketability in women's basketball looks like. On the other side, Angel Reese fumbling opportunities and watching her fan base spiral into meltdown mode. One player is becoming the face of the league. The other is becoming the face of excuses. And
All right, man. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime. Y'all already know what time it is. So, man, let's have a conversation, bro. Man, I want to say, what the hell is going on with the Chicago Sky? Something is off to me. I'm watching them from the jump. This team don't seem to be there mentally. Looks like players are mentally checked out. Now, shout out to Angel. I want to say this. Angel, for the most part of this game, she went out there and competed. Seemed like she was the only one that really showed up.
And that makes the fake number game look even more ridiculous. It's like showing up to a marathon with a forged participation medal while the actual winner is still running laps around you. Of course, Sky fans don't stop there. If blaming the coach and inflating the ratings doesn't work, there's always the good old-fashioned blame the ref strategy. Suddenly, every whistle is biased. Every missed call is a conspiracy. Apparently, the league itself is working overtime to make Angel Reese look bad.
Chicago Sky just got defeated by a pretty boring game too, okay? Even though Angel Reese went off, okay, like she usually does. You know, she got her double-double. She got 20 points, 10 rebounds, I believe. You know, with her stats, it is impressive. But again, it's like we are on a decline. This whole team, the entire Chicago Sky as an organization, as a franchise, is on a great decline, okay? And it's controversy. Of course, there's always some controversy surrounding this damn team. And I may make some controversial takes on this, but I believe like a lot of people would actually agree with what I got to say about Angel Reese being a point guard, because I'm tired of it.
Here's the truth. Angel Reese is a talented player. She's got size. She's got hustle. She's got charisma. But consistency and crunch time, that's still missing. And no amount of finger pointing or fake numbers is going to change that. When the game is on the line, you either deliver or you don't. And in this case, she didn't. What makes it even funnier is that the endless excuses aren't helping her. They're making her look worse. Because instead of admitting that she had a bad night, fans are twisting themselves into pretzels, inventing reasons why it wasn't her fault. It's like watching someone trip on the sidewalk and then blame the city, the weather, the shoes, the alignment of the stars. Anything except their own clumsiness. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark isn't just competing. She's dominating. The scoreboard doesn't count Twitter threads. The league doesn't hand out trophies for creative excuses. And viewership numbers don't magically spike because a fan base insists they should. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is performance. And until Angel Reese shows she can rise in the moments that count, she's going to keep being defined not by her game, but by the excuses that follow it.
It's so crazy to me because I don't know if I ever seen this before. It just seemed like, even though Tanner Moore's the coach, it's like they just out there playing. And it don't even matter what I can tell they probably don't even listen to him. They don't care what he said. They don't. They just go on with the flow. That's what it seems like. Like players just not even locked in on a game plan or a specific role or anything. Just players just playing. How many times I'm gonna see Angel Camilla beats everybody down the floor and they don't get the ball though?
The funny thing about all this chaos is how predictable it's become. You can almost set your watch by it. Angel Reese has a rough game. Cue the flood of excuses. Coach didn't do enough. Teammates weren't supportive. Refs were biased. Broadcasters were anti-Reese. The planets weren't aligned correctly. Mercury was in retrograde. If there's a reason out there that doesn't involve Angel Reese herself, Sky fans will find it and run with it. And while they're busy drafting their defense lawyer speeches, Caitlin Clark is out there doing what Caitlin Clark does, delivering. But let's zoom in on the coach scapegoating for a second, because this one is pure comedy. Fans act like Angel Reese is some helpless pawn, completely at the mercy of bad coaching decisions, as if she's not a professional basketball player with the ball in her hands and the power to change the outcome. According to the logic of Sky Twitter, Ree is a superstar when she succeeds, but when she fails, she's just a victim of circumstance. It's like having your cake and eating it, too, except the cake is burnt and someone else gets blamed for baking it.
So a lot of people are starting to notice, and honestly, I didn't until I got sent basically not a thread, but like a couple of videos of this happening, and I genuinely think that this could be, this could be not her taking things into her own hands, but this very much could be people in her ear being like, you got to get back to the way she used to be, because Caitlin Clark slimmed down a lot.
And this isn't just about blaming the coach. It's about rewriting the entire narrative of the game. Fans will comb through every detail, every substitution, every timeout, looking for any excuse to absolve Angel Reese. Did the coach leave her in too long? That's the problem. Did the coach take her out for a breather? That's the problem, too. No matter what happens, it's the coach's fault. It's the sports version of heads I win, tails you lose. Of course, when the coach isn't convenient enough to blame, the next target becomes the system itself. Suddenly, the Sky's entire roster construction is under fire. It's never about what she didn't do. It's always about what someone else failed to provide. Contrast that with Caitlin Clark's reality. She didn't walk into a ready-made super team either. She walked into a franchise that needed saving. And she's been doing the heavy lifting from day one. She's hitting impossible shots, taking over games, and turning role players into household names just...
I'm gonna give her some credit first. I'm gonna give her some credit. Y'all be getting sensitive. Y'all be getting super sensitive. Angel Reese, you did your thing versus the New York Liberty. Y'all got a win, but we have to keep it real. But a second straight season, Angel Reese has led the Chicago Sky to elimination with a bunch of basketball games left. Season was over before it got started.
The funniest part of this is that Angel Reese doesn't even need all these excuses. She's a solid player. She's not a scrub. She's not a fraud. She's not a bench warmer pretending to be a star. She's good. But the endless spin makes her look worse than she is. Because instead of admitting that she had a bad night, her fan base insists on building a protective bubble around her as if she's incapable of handling criticism. And that brings us to the inflated viewership saga, which deserves its own comedy special. If you've been following the discourse, you'd think every Angel Reese game is shattering Nielsen ratings like they're made of glass. Then you look closer and half the seats were filled by giveaways, or the official number includes tickets distributed, not actual fans in seats.
This is for my W people, the WNBA, the people who watch WNBA. I'm sitting here watching the Fever Chicago game, and I'm thinking to myself, y'all fired Teaspoon for this? Y'all thought y'all was gonna do better with him? Y'all should have just kept Spoon. At least we would have seen some growth. And no disrespect, but Nurse gotta go. I'm just saying, she gotta go. I digress. I'm wishing Angel well. I want her to get better so she can come back and be that Chicago Barbie. Anywho, if you are interested in the W, let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I would love to hear your thoughts. I've been watching. I've been trying to support. I am a Chicago fan because of Angel and Camilla. That's why I follow them. Those are my girls. I followed them since they came out of college.
Or maybe it was compared to games from a decade ago when coverage was non-existent. You know it's bad when the record you're bragging about sounds like something you'd find on a trivia card instead of a headline. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark doesn't need to inflate anything. The numbers are right there, clear as day. ESPN doesn't relocate games for fun. They do it because demand for Clark is so high that arenas literally can't contain it. Ticket resales for her games are spiking. Broadcasts featuring her are outdrawing everything else in the league. And the impact is measurable. You don't have to squint or spin it. It's happening. And yet, instead of acknowledging that, Reese's defenders retreat into this parallel universe where the numbers are whatever they say they are. But here's where it gets even better. When the fake numbers start to collapse under scrutiny, fans turn the conversation to bias. Suddenly, it's not about ratings or performance. It's about unfair treatment. The refs are biased. The media is biased. Broadcasters are biased. Apparently,
Like, if you look at Caitlin Clark's legs, like, they are as slim as they have been since her rookie year. Which, unpopular opinion, I'm happy about. Because, you know, rookie Caitlin Clark was just going meep meep and just running by people. But, like, she's there doing workouts with the team. She's doing shooting workouts. Look, she's coming back. But she does not look nearly as bulky. And I think a lot of people have been pointing out a lot of things where they're, like, side by side when she's been, like, sitting down. It's really noticeable with her arms. It seems like she's lost quite a decent chunk of the bulk that she put on in the, off-season.
still fans keep the blame carousel spinning. One day it's the coach, the next day it's the refs. The day after that it's Clark stealing too much attention. It never ends. The irony is that all this noise doesn't actually protect Ree. It makes her look like she can't stand on her own. If she's truly the star her fans claim she is, then she shouldn't need excuses, fake numbers, or conspiracy theories to justify her place. Her game should do the talking. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's game is shouting from the rooftops. She's not just living up to the hype, she's surpassing it. Every deep three she hits, every sold-out arena she walks into, every spike in ratings attached to her name, it all adds up to something real, something tangible. And that's the real problem for Angel Reese. It's like running a sprint with ankle weights while the other runner has rocket boosters. One looks like the future, the other looks like they're just trying not to trip. At the end of the day, the numbers don't lie, the scoreboard doesn't lie, and the highlight reels don't lie. You can dress it up however you want, but the reality is simple. Caitlin Clark is dominating and Angel Reese is struggling to keep pace.